Welcome to this Saturday Travel and History Tip, and we are continuing in Wyoming along the Oregon Trail. Today, South Pass City. To get to South Pass City, you go through Atlantic City with a population of about 57 with an elevation of 7,675 feet. That's way up there, guys. According to the National Historic Trails Auto Tour Route Interpretive Guide across Wyoming, after leaving the Mormon Handcart region and Sweetwater Station, the next stop is to head to Atlantic City. But then there is the highlight of South Pass City State Historic Site. Miners used the immigrant trails to enter the South Pass area during a brief gold rush that began there in 1867. South Pass City sprouted overnight, but fell into decline as the boom went bust. Today, the old ghost town is partially restored and open to visitors. A visitor center and 17 restored structures help to tell the story. Take a step back in time and venture around South Pass. South Pass City State Historic Site in South Pass City endures as an authentic artifact. The state has done a fabulous job of maintaining this gold mining town. A helpful walking guide is available. The Carissa Lode was located in June 1867, later called Carissa Mine. Tours of the mine are still given. We bought a core sample from the mine as a souvenir. We visited the day prior to the huge annual Gold Rush Days held every July. Wyoming's mining history was established there and is still a major part of the state's economy. Drive around mines in the area, including those around the adjacent Atlantic City. Excellent gravel roads weave a web of traces to follow throughout South Pass. We walked the streets as we read through the guidebook to visit each of the buildings that were opened and have been beautifully restored. They had each decorated perfectly with timepiece furniture, even a saloon. As I mentioned, it was quiet that day as the festivities would begin the following day. We are sort of glad that we missed all of the hustle and bustle and were able to enjoy South Pass City all on our own. You could buy all types of souvenirs in several of the stores. There was a lot of mining related paraphernalia like these gold scales, coins, and mining papers. The newly established town of South Pass City had two assay offices in 1868. The first was in the South Pass National Bank, and the other was established by Titus Molitor. Both offices closed after 1872, when most of the mines and miners moved to richer gold fields. After 1872, it is unclear whether the miners had their assay work completed. Here is the Renneker Cabin. Rocky Mountain mining towns were known for being predominantly male communities. A lack of reputable occupations for women, the isolated location of many mining communities, and the seasonal nature of mining due to the harsh climate contributed to a relatively limited female population. William Renneker, the veteran prospector at South Pass, recently experienced the loss of his horse while making investigations on Red Creek and was compelled to walk 20 miles to his home in South Pass, according to the Pinedale Roundup. September 12, 1906. And here was the home and office site of Esther Hobart Morris. She was the first woman Justice of the Peace in the world. She is the author, with W.H. Bright, of the first equal suffrage law. Cheyenne became the territorial capital in 1869, and it is the state's most populated city. The Renaissance Revival Capitol was built between 1886 and 1890, and it is a National Historic Landmark. Bronze statues of the nation's first female Justice of the Peace, Esther Morris, stand in the state capitol yard and in the U.S. Capitol National Statuary Hall. Morris doled out justice for 9 months during 1870 in the tough mining town of South Pass City. On September 7, 1870, Laramie resident Louisa Ann Swain became the first American to cast a vote, earning Wyoming the nickname Equality State. Wyoming was also the first to elect a woman governor. And here is the Gordon Printing Press. This is the original printing press used by E.A. Slack to print the South Pass News in the late 1860s and early 1870s, before Slack's departure to Laramie, Wyoming, where he published the Laramie Daily Independent. The press eventually found a home in the basement of the Methodist Church, where it was used to print church bulletins. Through donations, the press has made its way full circle and returned to South Pass City. This press is typical of many of the hand-operated presses that made their way west in the latter half of the 19th century. It's all a part of American history. Learn it, love it, appreciate it. Don't let them steal our history. Share our American history. and next Saturday we'll explore the top of the pass. If you appreciate our content, tell others and repost on your social platforms. Thank you.